All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight. It is Wednesday, May 18th, 2022 if you're here live. But if you're watching the replay down the road, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. This is evergreen content. It will make sense at any point that you come across this live stream replay. So make sure you watch the whole thing all the way through, and please share your thoughts in the comments section if you're not here live and you're watching on the replay, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. But welcome to the show, folks. Before we get right to it, and I bring on my very special guest, my lady, let me make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. It should be popping up any second. Do 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 do. Come on, YouTube. Well, let me check out the back end of YouTube while I'm waiting for that. The back end of YouTube seems to be rolling smoothly, and that notification should be popping up any second. I think we're live. I'm just going to assume we're live. We have 4 concurrent viewers right now. And we're just going to roll with it. Anyway, folks, welcome to the show. Tonight, I'm going to be having another conversation live here with my wonderful lady. And we're going to be talking about some breakthroughs in her life. We're going to be updating you folks where she's at up to the current minute regarding her amazing transformation story she's been sharing with us here publicly. And we're sharing her story publicly here because we want everyone out there, whether you're a man or a woman, in this case, she's a lady. We want you all to, really understand that, everybody goes through things like this, and there are solutions. There are things you can do to work through these tough situations, even if it involves your family. And so that's why, we're sharing this story here. Now, we were supposed to go live 3 hours ago at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, but some things happened. Some things happened, and we'll explain those things. My lady will explain those things when she comes on, and you'll understand more about what she's going through in real time. We're sharing this in real time, folks. I mean, the reason why we ran late is because some things were transpiring in real time. It doesn't get any more, up to the minute than this. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and bring on my very special guest onto the StreamYard. My wonderful lady. Hey, babe, welcome back to the show. Big round of applause. Welcome back.
Thank you, my love. Thank you. I'm proud and so happy to be back.
Well, we're glad to have you back, and I'm actually very pleased that we were able to actually do this this show tonight. I'm looking forward to see if that SM7B sock account will be joining us to authenticate that my Shure SM7B microphone is authentic, baby.
Oh, baby, I know how authentic it is. It is so authentic.
Yeah. No, I know. It's you've seen it, and it also sounds authentic as well. But we're not here to talk about we're not here to talk about my microphone tonight. We're here to catch people up regarding your breakthrough and some things that have transpired. From the point of where we left off regarding part 2 of your incredible transformation story and breakthrough journey.
Okay.
And don't mind me. I'm actually moderating the chat at the same time because I don't have any
Thank
mods here right
you.
now. And apparently, that one super troll, is just coming in here saying the
He's there, yeah.
same old stupid shit. So we're just going to ignore him and do our own thing. Um,
No
but,
worries.
but so, some things transpired obviously during, part 2 of your transformation story. I then did a brief stream that same night, late night, to explain what happened. And then you and I went live the next day and cleared that up. But since that point, some other things have transpired.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that here tonight. And why don't you start off by sharing, what's happened since that point? I guess going back to Mother's Day, and then your birthday was, this past Monday, and what led to us running late tonight. How about you? I'm going to give you the floor, baby, and you talk, and I'll jump on in when necessary. How's that?
That sounds great. Alrighty. So let's
Oh,
go
and by,
back
and by the way,
to
hold
Mother's
on a second,
Day.
baby. Hold on a second. I apologize for interrupting, but I forgot to mention we are on a 1-minute delay. So in case my lady says something that shouldn't go out, if the stream goes offline for a second, we'll be back within 2 minutes after that, dumping that part of the delay that's not supposed to go out. Because I know, baby, the emotions are running a bit high today. So, but just you're going to try to be as careful as
No, we're
possible,
good.
right? All right, go ahead.
Good, yes. Thank you. All right,
You're
actually, I want
welcome.
to go back a little bit further than Mother's Day. I want to go back to the date that I was there for this quote unquote engagement party meeting. And it was myself, my mother, my daughter, her fiance, and future sister in law and mother in law. And everything was very smooth, but things got tense when I brought up the guest list and inviting you.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter is not, like, she has her reasons, and we will address those. Um, but it really hurt me, and it hurt my mother at the time. And so the next day, when I got the text message that she was like, due to your reaction and how you're acting, I don't want you involved with my engagement party or my wedding or anything that has to do with my life. So,
Okay.
okay. So this is in March. So I'm thinking I'm going to give this little girl some time, do what she asks. And I reached out. I sent her a beautiful gift for her and her fiance to put up
Right.
at the engagement party.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reaching out to her to just to make sure it arrived. I wanted, did you get it? Like, what's going on? I need to know, because you never know nowadays. Things get dropped off at the door and then they get picked up by somebody else. And so I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to make sure she got it. Well, she never got back to me, which was discouraging because I was reaching out and just trying to be nice. Um, so now time is going on, and I think that, okay, well, here May is approaching. I've got Mother's Day and I've got my birthday. Maybe she will soften up a bit. Maybe this is a great way for us to break the ice and start talking. Nope. My mother spoke with her a week before Mother's Day, and my mom called me and told me, it was painful for my mother, but she said, I
Wow.
just want to let you know, don't expect anything. I want you to have a great day on Sunday, but don't expect a call from Ashley. And I
You just
actually respected that.
you realize we've already put her name out publicly, but you just mentioned her name again.
Yeah, but that's fine. Ashley is a common name.
I understand. I just want to make sure you don't put anything else out there. We're not going to dump this off the delay, but just try to be careful, baby, because if you say something that's not
Oh,
supposed to go
yeah.
out, I'll have to kill it.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, I'm
go ahead.
so sorry. Yes. So where was I? So yeah, nothing came through on Mother's Day. And I mean, I did get a phone call from my mom, and I did get a text from my son, which was wonderful.
Hmm.
That really made my day. And you were there. We were lying in bed together when that happened,
Yes.
you know,
And
and it
how
was
did that make
beautiful.
you feel when you got that call from your mother? How did that make you feel?
Oh, I was so happy. I mean, it just made me feel like I wasn't forgotten. Like I was not a mom that was forgotten because my kids don't acknowledge me,
Right.
you know? So, yes, it was elating. It was wonderful. I mean, you saw it. You can attest to how my mood was that morning after receiving that call and that text from my son.
Yeah, you felt really good. You had a long conversation with your mother, longer than expected, and it kind of set us back from doing what we were supposed to do. But that's okay. It needed to happen. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, well, no, that was Mother's Day. That didn't set us back. My birthday set us back.
Oh! You're talking about Mother's Day still. Okay, you're talking about Mother's Day still.
Yeah,
Okay, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Sorry.
Mother's Day, that was a great day to get that phone call and get the message from my son. And I knew I wasn't gonna get anything from my other kid. But getting it from them really made me feel good.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so yeah, so now we're past Mother's Day
Okay.
and we're just living life. Everything is the same. The next week is my birthday. And I am honestly not expecting anything from her on my actual birthday on Monday. But what got to me, this is what we're here to talk about, is that we all know she's getting married and she's cut me out. But
Okay.
I got home from this wonderful day, even though it was a grilled cheese fiasco in Sacramento with you, but
It was a grilled cheese shit festival. It was not. It shouldn't even been called that. It was horrible. But I had a great time spending it with you and your friends. That was fun.
yeah, no, that was great. We had a great time, and you and I get home. You're putting the food away from our leftovers and just settling the night in, and I'm just on my phone scrolling, and on Facebook, I see a picture posted from her future sister-in-law that said, "My daughter said yes to the dress." And there was a picture of her bridesmaids, and my mom. And I remember I got up and I walked over to the kitchen and I showed you that. And you were, I don't even know how to explain your emotions at that point, because you were sad for me, but also angry at the same time that I wasn't even aware that this was going on. Nobody
Hmm.
even let me know that this was even a possibility.
Well, not even your mother or your father or anyone in your family cared to let you know. And quite frankly, I know your family may hear this, and I don't have. Listen, I'm not trying to talk smack about your family, but how could anyone do this to you if they really love you, shut you out
And
of
that
all
was,
this.
yeah, and that was the
It's your little,
feeling. Yeah,
hold on. It's your little girl's most important, event of her life. And you're being shut out by your entire family. I'm sorry if they hear this and it makes me look bad, but that's bullshit. But go ahead. Go ahead, baby.
but yes, I want to say that was our attitude that night.
Mm-hmm.
We were both kind of like, I took it really well. I was like, it's whatever. I'm glad she found it, you know, but you were a little more upset than I was. And rightfully so. You want me to not feel any pain. And you knew it was going to
Right.
cause me pain eventually. I put my
Right.
walls up. I say I'm good, but you knew eventually I was going to break. And
Of course I did.
that's how you reacted that night. And I know that you weren't angry. You weren't, you didn't say anything bad about my family like that would
No.
cause a problem. You were concerned. You were like, I can't believe this is happening.
Well,
Um,
what I couldn't believe, baby, is that that your own family, like your immediate family, your own mother and father, wouldn't even tell you about this, right? I mean,
yeah,
I know your mother is trying to keep the peace and protect you, but that's your little girl and that's her granddaughter. I mean, you gave birth to that
yeah,
girl, and she gave
yeah.
birth
But
to you.
let's,
I mean, that kind of pissed me off a little bit. But go ahead. Sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
but as a mother myself, I completely understood where she was coming from. She found out about this and she knew you and I had plans. She knew it was my birthday weekend and she did not want to ruin that for me as my mom. She
Oh,
wanted to talk.
baby.
No,
Can I
no,
jump in here for
baby.
a second? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Let
I think
me.
that's BS. I think. Oh, hold on. Let me just jump in for 1 second. Now, let me interrupt you, but I think that was the excuse your mother gave instead of making you aware because she knows you and I would have driven. They were within 30 minutes of where we were at before we went to the festival, and you and I would have driven you there to spend that day where your daughter got her dress to be there with her. So I'm sorry, baby. I just had to throw that in there. I think that was a BS excuse. I think your mother was trying to protect you and keep the peace. And that's why she said it in the way she said it. I don't want to take away from your time with Eli. I'm sorry. That's bullshit, but go ahead.
Uh, no, I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you.
Okay.
Because we did
Fair enough.
speak about that. We spoke about that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And she really did. She watched. Um, I do have my mother and we are on that app Life 360, and so she knows where I am. I know where she is, and it's not a creepy thing. It's just a mother, daughter thing, whatever. Anyways, she knew I was with you. She didn't want to ruin anything that you were planning and making special for me that could have ruined our weekend together.
Okay. Yeah, and
And
but
she really,
go ahead.
she
Go
said
ahead.
to me, she told me, I spoke with your father about this and we both decided it was best just to wait until after the weekend and talk to you because they know my anxiety, they know my panic, and they know my depression issues. So they wanted me to have a weekend of fun with you and not worry about this. And I
Mm,
didn't know it
okay.
was going to happen. So there was no way I could even be contemplating this or worrying. So that's why they didn't want to put it out there right away.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Any decent guy at my age is gonna put the situation with your daughter and her getting her wedding dress ahead of everything else. I would have dropped everything and driven you there to be there with her and I would have been there with you, and that would not have affected our weekend at all. I would have been very proud to be there by your side, and you would have been happy to be there. So
Yeah.
granted, yeah, I can kind of understand maybe they wanted you to, have fun with me and not go through depression, based on the fact that your daughter didn't want you there. But I think the real reason why they didn't tell you is because they didn't want to showing up. So I'll tell you, I would have driven your ass out there and we would have shown up.
Well, and I said that to my mother.
Hmm.
So let me get back into the story of that day and what
Okay.
happened. So, and this has nothing to do with me. This is what happened with my daughter. So they had a plan. Her stepmother, my ex-husband's wife, was gonna be there. Her bridesmaids and my mom. So my daughter and my mother live about an hour distance. So my mother drove to her. Then they took the car out to where they were gonna go here in California to buy or to look at dresses.
Well,
When
they
my
came from
mom,
they came from the mountains and they came
yeah,
to the Bay Area to go to a Bay Area dress wedding dress shop to a bridal shop. Sorry, and it was about a 2 hour drive, right?
well, my mom said when I talked to her today, she said the total distance between where she lives and where the bridal shop was with the stop 5 hours.
Oh, round trip, not one way,
That
round trip.
that's how long it took
Yeah,
her to get home.
yeah, yeah. Round trip. It's not
No,
5 hours one way.
baby, no. It took her 5 hours to get home.
There must have been traffic then
After,
getting out of the Bay Area or something
well,
because
out
there's
of the Bay Area, yes. And we will get into it about everything else. So,
and then she had to drop
yes.
off your daughter and probably spend a little time with her because it would not take 5 hours even with traffic to get from that city to your mother's city. But go ahead, it's okay. I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
Exaggeration. Go ahead.
no,
She's
yes.
exaggerating, baby. But go ahead.
No, it's not a total exaggeration because there were stops in between and I can explain everything.
Okay, sure. If you're going to stop, it's going to take more time. No, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right, so okay, so now we're on the day that they're going.
Hmm.
And my mother drives from her home to my daughter's. Now, I mean, we all know my age, so you can imagine my mother's at least 20 years older than me,
Hmm.
you know? So she drives from her home an hour to my daughter's. And then they've got another,
2 hours
oh,
from
baby.
there.
Yeah, I would say you know the distance between where she lives and where I'm talking about.
Hmm. The
And
bridal shop.
that's a
Yeah,
long
in the Bay
drive.
Area. Yeah, they live
Yeah.
out in the central, and they live out in the Central Valley, and the bridal shop was in the Bay Area. I guess they don't have bridal shops in the boondocks, baby, where your daughter lives,
Well, no,
in the boondocks.
they do, but my daughter's a princess and she wants nice stuff. She doesn't want knockoff.
Oh, your daughter is a princess, and she wants the 5 star, top notch shit, and doesn't matter who's paying for it, huh, baby? Go ahead.
We'll get into that.
Okay,
So
I can't wait.
so they're driving from my daughter's home to this place. And while they're driving, my daughter gets a phone call from her stepmother that she is being called into work. Now, she is a dispatcher for a
Don't
city
say
in the Bay Area. No, I won't,
okay.
but
Okay.
it's a city in the Bay Area.
Hmm.
And they were having multiple protests over the weekend, which caused her to be called into work.
That was regarding Roe v. Wade, right? All the BS that's been happening with Roe v. Wade, right, baby?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. See, I pay
And
attention. I pay attention. I
so,
pay attention, baby.
well, I know I didn't want to put that out there. I just want to say general protest because I didn't know if anybody could look up the protests that were here that day. So moving on. Um, oh, hey, Dion, welcome here. I just saw you were on the chat. Um, anyways, so yes, so my mom's driving and they're talking and they get this call. She's not going to be there. Okay, no big deal, my daughter says, and leaves it at that.
Okay.
Basically, they're going to look for dresses. So my mom doesn't question a thing.
Okay.
And they get there, and I think honestly, and I this is no dig to my baby girl, I think she really needed either myself or my mom to give her the eyeballs to know which dress was the right dress, you know?
Sure. Sure. Absolutely.
And when she looked at my mom and they connected eyes, they knew that was the dress that she needed to be married in. And so as they made the decision, everything was great. Um it all went down, and then my mom's outside talking to some of the other bridesmaids and people that are there, and somebody pops out and says, "Oh, Mrs. Blankety blank blank blank, your granddaughter needs to see you." And so she goes in there, and what happens is she's like, "I don't have enough for the deposit." So my mother
Hmm.
says, "All right, what do you need?" "Well, I need $1,000. "Well, how
Wow.
much is the dress?" "It's $2,000. And
Wow.
so literally, all right. And so literally,
She's a prissy little
um,
girl, huh?
no, no, no. Let me go on. Okay, please.
Okay.
So
Wow.
before you say more and damage yourself with the family.
You better
Um,
check yourself before you wreck yourself. Well, baby, it is what it is. Go ahead.
yeah, no. So my mother is telling me, like, basically my daughter put her in a predicament that she couldn't say no to. Like, everybody was there, they knew it was the dress, and if mom said no to putting this down, she wouldn't get it. And
Okay.
for the record, I will say this shop would not take a credit card over the phone from my ex-husband or my ex-husband's new wife. They tried to do that and they would not allow it. So it was a situation that I don't think neither my daughter or my ex-husband or his now wife or my mom anticipated. But the problem was, as soon as they found out that the stepmom wasn't going to be there, Ashley, which I'm going to call her that now, Ashley should
Mm-hmm.
have said, "Grammy, if she's not gonna be there, I might need some financial assistance, but we'll get it back to you." As
And
an
what did she
adult.
say? What did she say instead?
What do you mean when?
Well, she approached it a different way. She could have asked in a more polite way, but she basically put your mother, her grandmother, on the spot and basically made her feel guilty that she needed this. Right? How did she
Well,
say it?
that's exactly what I said a few minutes ago. When she called my mother in there and they had all the paperwork written up, it was basically, Grammy, do this or I don't get this dress. And you can't do that to any grandmother, any woman out there. My God.
Any person
Um,
out there, if I was a guy in that situation, like grandpa, I'd be livid.
yeah.
Grandpa or anyone else, right? I
And
mean,
I
it
told
sounded
my
like
mom,
it sounded like she expected it to be done rather than being grateful and thankful and saying, "Hey, you know, my stepmother wasn't able to make it. Could we borrow the money, from you, Grandma, and then I'll have my stepmother and father reimburse you." Right? That'd be the polite,
yeah,
mature thing for a grown ass 27-year-old woman to do. But
yeah.
because these
And
goddamn millennials nowadays are spoiled and entitled, they expect this because that's the behavior that you've all enabled her. You, your mother, and everyone. Not trying
well,
to be rude, but you've all enabled
no,
this behavior. Go ahead. Go ahead.
but no, that
Right.
was something my mom said as well. She says,
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem. I have money. I will give it to whomever I want to give it to. But I
Sure.
don't want to feel like I'm backed into a corner and I have no choice. And that's how she felt that day. And that's what hurt her. But since then, I'm going to say for the record, since then, my mother has been paid back by either my ex-husband or the stepmom. I don't know what account or if it's joint, whatever. I don't care. My mother did tell me today she has been paid back for that. So I am pleased.
Okay.
Um, my problem is the assumptions that my daughter and millennials carry, and I'm gonna take a lot of credit because I
You mean you're going to take the blame? You're going to take the blame for part of that is what you mean, not credit, right?
yeah, well, yes, the credit for the fact that my daughter's a manipulator. Yeah, that's all me.
I don't know if that's
100%.
something you'd want to take credit for, babe. That's something people usually take blame for and say, "Hey, I
I
made a
get it.
mistake. Yeah, I
I
screwed up."
get it.
Go ahead.
But yeah,
Okay.
but what
Yeah.
people are saying is now the parents of that time, yeah, no, I accept the credit and the blame. I know what I did, you know? And she watched me. And my mom shared a very special memory with me tonight that I did not remember. And when my daughter was 5 years old, she was at a Halloween parade at her school. During this time, apparently my mom and I were on the outs. I don't remember, but my mom showed up and I looked at her and I was like, "What are you doing here?" And we both got into like a little, I wouldn't say a fight, but we were talking. And my 5-year-old daughter at the time walked up to us and said, "We all love each other. Let's just let it go,"
Okay.
basically. And my mom's like, that has stuck with me forever. And I know that's in her heart, but she is so jaded right now. So we just have to crack this egg around her and get back to that little girl that was like, let's just let this all go and love each other. Because that's the little girl I raised.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Let me
All
know
right, then
when.
yes. When what, baby?
Let me know when I can share some of my thoughts. But you go ahead and
Well,
finish up first, baby. Go ahead.
yeah, let me just finish up here with this. So, yes, dress was purchased. You and I got that message. It was painful. So the next day was my birthday, and I was taking it like a champ. And when like, you were there, we were in bed together. I missed the
Mm-hmm.
phone call from my mom. I was
And
in
you
the
called her back,
restroom, and then I called her back, and we talked for about an hour and a half. You're right.
right?
Um, and we did talk about this, and she shared how painful it was. And her main goal was to represent me and her in this. She wanted to be there for me. And I respect that. And when my mother told me on my birthday what happened, and that she put the money down and how it all went down, and then I haven't even got into the fact that after, they went to dinner, and my daughter was driving, and then she had 3 cocktails, and then my mom was like, well, I'm gonna drive. Well, I find out today Ashley actually asked permission
You've already said
and
her name
said,
so many times, like you're
yeah, I
used to
know.
saying it publicly now. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
now,
we're gonna let
yeah,
Ashley
I'm not
slide.
even worried about it. I'm not even
You
worried
know,
about Ashley.
you know, hold on, but the joke with you, when I first started, talking with you about this many months ago, my joke was I'm going to just start calling her Cashley, like as in
Yeah,
Cashley, Cash Lee, because she loves cash. What woman doesn't love
yeah,
cash, baby? But go ahead. You
we
like
all
baby,
do.
you like cash too. So let's just keep moving forward. All women like money, and that's just the way it goes. Go ahead, baby. I'm not going to argue
No,
that.
no problem, baby girl. But yes, so where was I on this, sweetheart?
Well,
I
you
had
were
to
talking about
grow.
you were talking about Cashley, your daughter Cashley.
Yeah, but what part of her?
You were talking about on your birthday, your mother called. You had an hour and a half conversation, and I was just being a good boy, on my computer doing some stuff while waiting for you to finish, so I can help you with your stuff that you need help with. So I
Oh
can help
yeah,
you with the
no,
stuff you
no,
need help
that
with. I
day
mean,
was wonderful. Like, you were so supportive. You let me talk to my mom, which is what I really needed to do. She was really supportive. She talked to me about the whole event and how painful it was for her to be there, but she wanted to represent me and her. Um, and she did feel like she was taken advantage of at times. And it kind of opened up my mom's eyes to a lot of things. Now, she's
right.
not cutting anybody off. She's not doing anything drastic. She's just a little bit more aware of what's going on here.
Okay, babe, real quick before we continue, I just want to address something so, we tackle it head on like we have in the past. And I wasn't going to read this, but I just want to, clear this up. One of the
Oh my
soccer accounts
God.
says the
Yes,
guest
I do
sounds.
have free speech.
ca- b- Okay, I'm sorry,
Her
babe, but do you
speech,
mind if
guys.
she, when it gets later in the evening, she gets tired, but she's also admitted in her interview that she does struggle with alcohol. She has an alcohol problem, and that may be part to do with it. And when it gets later in the evening, she gets tired and she has slurred speech. And if you want to criticize her for it, go right the fuck ahead. We don't care, right? We're being transparent about it.
Sweetheart, yes, I agree. I own everything about me.
Correct.
And anybody, I don't care, friends, foes, whatever, anybody that wants to project back needs to just look in the mirror
Yeah, baby.
because
Here's the
they're
thing.
angry.
Baby, here's the thing. It's one guy that's really obsessed with me. he wants to see me jump off the Golden Gate Bridge because he's a pathetic loser from Detroit, Michigan. Apparently, he's from Detroit, Michigan, and Florida, and wherever else he's been. We just need to ignore him. He's just a crazy lunatic. So continue. No one else really cares, but for anyone else that
Oh,
does care, hold on. For anyone else that does care, I just want to say, look, my lady and I are being transparent. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. People have issues, and at least we have the balls to come out here live on the air and share this story. Slurred speech or not, drunk or
and if
not,
y'all want to know,
who gives a
if,
shit? Go
and
ahead,
if
baby.
y'all want to know, it's not alcohol. I've been smoking some weed, so get over yourself. I live in California, and I can do that. My
Well, it's
prerogative. And
it's legal. I mean, we have stores here that sell it. I don't do it. I've never done it. But if you want to do it, that's
it's
on you.
like you can
I
go
call
get
those
a
stores.
coffee.
Baby, let's not talk over each other. Not trying to be rude, but we call them. I call them the ganja store. But anyway, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, here in California and where we live, you literally can find a dispensary and a Starbucks on the same block.
Yeah.
So it's not anything. It's the same as finding your local liquor store. It's not that. I like weed and it relaxes my nerves when I have to talk in public.
Hmm.
Sorry,
I will.
that means my
I will.
lungs.
I will.
And let me just say, and that means my lung volume will run out. So it does sound slurred because I'm just so excited and I'm talking, but I run out of air.
Yeah, and baby, here's the thing. Before we get back to the story here, and then what I think we're going to do is, once we get through this part, I'd like to take a break and come back for another 20 or 30 minutes after the break, and then talk about
Oh,
the future, the
yeah.
future of the content that we're going to create for this for my channels here and our business. Is that
The
fine?
ideas I had,
What's that?
some of the ideas I had, I was sharing.
Yeah, we'll share that after we take a break. So let's finish this up. But before we finish it up, all I'm going to say is this: is that to anyone out there that wants to be critical, we can take it. I've been on YouTube full time for over 5 years, and there's nothing that bothers me out here. And I have prepped my lady so well for this over the last 8 months that nothing you say or do is going to affect her. But here's the thing: despite however she's coming off, she has the balls to come out here publicly and state her story. Now, she hasn't shown her face or used her name because you crazy fucks would do some crazy real life shit, but eventually she will. But at least she has the balls to come out here and publicly share her story and bring more value to what we're both doing here. So anyway, baby, continue. So basically, you
Um,
finished talking with your mother and you were feeling really good after that conversation, right?
yes, but can I interject and go back to what you were just saying right now?
Yes.
Yes. I do want to address that. Yes, I know I've listened and I know it sounds as if I'm slurring, but I'm not. It is the way, like when I get relaxed and when I smoke, that's how I talk.
Okay,
And
yeah, no
I'm
problem, baby.
sorry.
And you're
No, I
sorry. Go
want to
ahead.
address this. And I'm sorry if anybody wants to project their insecurities at me. That's okay. I can handle it. I've been doing it
Okay.
my whole life.
Baby, let me ask you a
So,
question here, honestly, real quick. Does the marijuana slow down your reaction time sometimes? Is that why we overtalk each other? Because your reaction time is slowed when you're using weed? Does weed cause that?
do you know anything about weed, baby?
I've never done weed. So the obvious answer
I
to
know
that is
you've
no.
never smoked it.
I don't
I know
know.
you've
I don't
never
know the ins
smoked
and out.
it.
I don't know the ins and outs of ganja, baby. So we can talk about that another
All
time.
right,
But
well, we're gonna have to do some research on the stuff. Like, just listen to people. Yes, more relaxed, more like it's Like it really takes us down a notch. So
So,
sometimes, yeah, like our words slur because like we're so relaxed in what we're
and
doing.
your reaction time's a lot slower. So when you're having a
Yeah.
fast paced conversation like on a show like this, it's not necessarily that we're trying to cut each other off. It's just you are so overly relaxed that your reaction time is slower.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I just want to clear that up so people don't think, especially the people that care for us, which is what I'm trying to say, think that I'm trying to cut you off. It's just a difference of our reaction time based on your ganja and based on my non-ganja. Okay, so we are at the point of where you finished talking with your mother for an hour and a half. How did you feel after that conversation?
I actually felt great. I was on top of the world on my birthday after that conversation. You were
Mm-hmm.
there with me. I thought, wow, this is wonderful. My mom has opened her eyes, which she has said, yes, today, even today, her eyes are still open. But like I know like they are seeing a different side to this. And they don't want to be taken advantage of. And, they just want to let it be known. They're there to help, but they are not an ATM. And you can't just use those sad eyes and just get money and not pay it back, which they have. I will say that. But, that was the stand my mom and dad were taking that night because they really did feel that they were being taken advantage of.
Yeah, and baby, here's the thing. There, OGC 559 has been here before, not trolling. He or she's saying that it sounds more like a benzodiazepine or a medical condition. And I looked it up. That's basically anxiety medication. And I believe you mentioned in your interview that you do take some anxiety medication too, right? So it could be a side effect of the
Yes,
anxiety
and
meds.
my
Yeah.
anxiety, I would put it out there. My anxiety medication is called trazodone, and y'all can look it up, but I've not taken any of that. I don't take that literally until I put the phone down and go to sleep.
Okay. But
It's
it does
one of
work.
those
It does work. 24 hours though. The one you took yesterday is still going to be effective until you take the next one. So it could still be affecting you at this time, right? A little bit.
yeah, well, I don't know, and that's why that is exactly why the next morning after I took it, I got that DUI because I was under my own medication, not alcohol.
Oh, and that's why they haven't decided if they're going to prosecute yet or not. So you
That's
may not
why
even get
they
charged. Yeah.
that's why they were unable to get an accurate BAC on a breathalyzer
And so
because
that's why they haven't.
there was no alcohol. It was the residual of my medication, and
Yeah.
I needed to get to the hospital is what I needed to do.
Correct. You were doing the right thing, but you should have probably had somebody drive you instead. But you're pretty stubborn and you don't want to bother anyone. So I get it, baby. So let's continue here
Well,
because I know we.
let's be honest here. Where I live, I really don't have anybody I can trust to do that.
Okay. No, I understand.
And you are an hour and a half away, so at that point, it was faster for me to just do it myself.
No, I understand. In the future, baby, we talk though. Hey, if you have absolutely nobody else, you just let me know and I'll drop everything and come and get you in those situations instead of you putting yourself at risk. So anyway, I'm
So
really
I just want to say to the OGC guy, 559, I smoke just indicas. That's the only thing I smoke. So I don't do any sativas that, because there's a difference. Indicas put you in the couch and make you sleepy. Sativas will give you more energy.
Yeah,
So that's why
yeah.
at the end of the night when I'm smoking, I'm getting in the couch mode. And you've
Okay.
seen it. I've been at your house. You've seen it.
Yes, yes. But let's keep moving forward here, baby, because we're gonna take a break in a few here.
Yeah.
And I know at this time you start getting really, really tired. And that's why, I really wish we could have done this show earlier, but some things came up and it is what it is. But so after that point, you were feeling great. We took care of some things. I've been helping you with some financial stuff. You've applied for unemployment. You got your unemployment, and you had some other things to take care of regarding closing the book on the former company you worked for, and so we took care of that, and you ended up driving home, and everything was all good until earlier today. What happened earlier today, which was the reason why you took a nap before we went live, your phone died, you overslept, and then it just took forever to get the show going. We almost canceled the show, but you and I finally talked. We decided to do it. But what happened earlier today that kind of put us in a little bit of a chaos to get the show going tonight?
Well, what happened is I did phone my mother. She just have our kind of our daily, weekly, everyday talks, and everything was great, but I felt some hostility from her. And I approached it kindly and respectfully. Um, she was a little upset with me for speaking to my brother about certain things that her and I talked about. She's like, I thought you and I, like, we were adults and we didn't like run around and be gossiping teenagers. I'm like, well, mom, I don't feel gossiping when I'm talking to my brother about my parents. There's a difference there. But she expressed some stuff to me, and I said that I wanted her and I are supposed to go for a birthday lunch. And I said, you know what? I love you, mom, but I really want to have a lunch with you and dad. I haven't had time. And I'm going to tell you right now, I did ask them about going up there. Mom said she would love to have me, but since the frost happened and they lost all their weed plants and their garden of vegetables, they have all new seedlings in that house, and it's like basically a greenhouse.
Mhm.
So in the apartment, so I have no room there right now, which I respect. That's what they're using it for. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
Um, you know, but anyways, so I said, well, I'd like to get together with you and dad. And she's like, well, reach out to your dad. Talk to him. And so I sent my father a text message basically saying that I appreciated his support, his honesty and everything in all of this, and that my mom and I were going to have lunch and I would want to have him involved. His response was very like black and white cutthroat, right? I read it to you.
Yeah, how about you give us a
And
synopsis? What did your father say when you wanted to
my
invite him along to lunch with your mother?
basically what's going on with Ashley and I, it does not involve him and my mom.
Hmm.
And the only way I can make a difference is to work with her. And right now, his work schedule doesn't allow him to take lunch breaks.
Okay, let's stop right there. Let me get in here for a second because I'm a very respectful guy. You know that, baby, and I have a lot of respect for people, including the family of the woman that I'm dating. But you know what? When BS is BS, it just has to be called out. And quite frankly,
Yes.
I feel that any father that, especially your father's self-employed, he runs his own business. So that was a bullshit response. That was a bullshit response for him to say, I don't have time to meet my daughter for lunch, once in a great while. I think that's a bunch of hogwash. And quite frankly, if that gets back to them and he hates me, then so be it, because that is not cool to say that, because that hurts you really bad. And why would your father, he's actually your stepfather, but you call him your father because he's been your father
He's my dad.
since you were 3, right? And so
Yes. He's my
why
dad.
would he say something like that to his little girl that he knows would hurt her? I mean, come on.
Because my dad is very much about tough love. And I
That's
think
not
this
tough.
is a
That's
lot of
not tough
tough
love.
love.
That's not tough love. No, that's not tough love.
What
Not
he's saying is, baby, what he's saying to me, I know my father. What he's saying is, I love you, but what's going on, I don't have time for. I don't want to listen. I don't want to hear about it. I love you, but
Mhm.
I'm going to go to work and I'm not going to deal with this trauma.
Okay, it's not. Yes, it could be drama, but all women are emotional, and all women have drama for their entire life. And
Yes,
basically, you are his wife's daughter, and when he treats you that
I
way,
am
doesn't it
his
hurt
daughter.
his?
I am
What's that?
his daughter. I am
I
his
understand.
daughter.
I understand that. Technically, you're his stepdaughter, but you grew up
There's
having
no
him as.
technicalities. Yeah, there's no technicalities in my eyeballs. He is my father.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
my DNA is his DNA. I'm a
okay.
like my last blood,
I I I
uh,
get.
like my last.
Okay, baby. I cannot hear what you're saying because you're walking around and you're not talking in your phone. I cannot hear you.
I am. I'm talking
Okay,
into my phone right now.
okay. So here's the thing. I mean, how's that going to make your mother feel? You know, her husband saying this to both of you're their little girl. How's that going to make your mother feel? And if your mother's saying one thing, if she's trying to be understanding and be supportive, but your father is saying something completely different, it sounds like your mother and father are not on the same page here regarding the situation between you and your daughter, especially when it involves you. And that, to me, is going to create a lot of confusion. And honestly, I think your mother and father need to figure out which way they're going to go, and they both need to choose one side and not be split down the middle. That's creating a lot of division and hostility here, in my opinion. Does that make sense to you? I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just the truth.
Makes total sense. It
Okay.
absolutely does. They're trying to keep the peace as much as they can. They don't know how to deal with this. First time ever in our family this has ever happened. So
Well,
they
this is the
don't
first.
know.
This is the first time in history we've had millennials that have no work ethic and are spoiled and entitled. This is the literally the worst generation of people that have ever existed, in my opinion. Not all of them. There are some decent millennials, but the majority of them, wow, we've never had to deal with this
Well,
before.
I
So I can
believe,
understand that. I can understand that. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I believe my dad is really frustrated and like he's he's an older guy, obviously he's older than me. He's tired and he's just done. He's like, I've raised all of you, and if you guys can't get along, what more can I do? I'm throwing up the white flag, and I'm just gonna sit here on my property and let y'all fight it out.
Okay,
And I
so
don't blame him.
if that's the case, then he should let your mother handle this, and but not get mad at your mother when she handles it differently than he would want it handled. Right? Here's the thing: it seems like to me, your father doesn't want to deal with it, so he puts it in the hands of your mother. Yet when your mother handles it, and it's not the way he would have wanted it handled, then he gets pissed at her. Like that's bullshit. You can't.
No,
It sounds like
I will say no.
okay. Okay.
For the most part, my dad supports everything that my mom does, but I will tell you that their relationship is very much um, dominated by my dad, and my mom respects him in the way that, whatever my dad says goes. And so even if it hurts her and like he says you need to take a break from these people, she will respect her husband because that's her best friend.
Okay.
They are going to
So
live together
basically,
forever.
she doesn't have a
So
say. She doesn't have a say. Basically, his say is final, even if she disagrees with it. Is what you're saying?
no, oh,
Okay.
baby. But that's
Uh
that's kind of hypocritical when,
huh.
we're all out here on this spectrum of YouTube and talking about women's libs and their place in the world and in the house. Like my mom is literally saying, you know, I respect you, husband, and it might hurt me at times, but I respect how you feel, and I know you're looking out for my best interest. So I'm gonna do as you say. And I don't feel that that's being totally submissive or subservient. I feel that's a team being respectful. He's looking out and saying, hey, I don't want to see you get hurt anymore. This is going to be our gameplay. And she is taking his advice at this point because they've been on the same team for 46 years,
Okay.
you know? Not a matter of being subservient. My mother is not subservient. No wonder
Okay.
you use a J. All right. Can you
So
please remove them?
yeah, yeah, we're gonna remove OGC 559. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's the same person. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, no,
It's not a
that's
big
fine.
deal.
Just we let them be there for a minute. You can say what you want to say, but now you're crossing a line, and that's cool. So bye.
No, the doctor has his sock accounts all loaded up tonight, and he's just bored and miserable. And we don't care about what anyone thinks. We just want to put the story out there and help people that want to be helped. So the doctor is just bored.
Exactly,
Okay,
but I don't want negativity on our panel, so let's get rid of his negativity and let's share our positivity.
that's what I just said in different words. So, baby,
Yeah,
let's go ahead and do this. Let's take a break right now and come back for another 30 minutes or so. We have 23 people here, so this is a good show, and let's come back, share the final bit of the story, and then we're going to go into discussing where we're going to be taking this content into the future. And also, I gave you some advice earlier
oh,
tonight
goodbye,
regarding
goodbye, pickle pops.
what's that?
Sorry, babe. Sorry.
I already banned Pickle Cox Baby. Okay. If you want me to say it live on the air and give the doctor, a little laugh, then that's great. But anyway, look. anyway, so um, I did give you some advice. I'm sorry. This is how, I just got to say this. This is how ridiculous and bored this dude is. He's like disrespectfully, immaturely, and unprofessionally. He's making fun of your account, baby. What a loser this guy is. I swear to God, man. I'm actually laughing at him.
Oh my God. So am I. So am I, because
Yeah,
I'm a grown ass adult. And if you
yeah,
want to do that, like, we can go back to freaking elementary school. This is in high school.
yeah,
This is
yeah, yeah,
elementary school stuff.
yeah, baby. I didn't want to give it more notoriety than just briefly putting it out there and just moving on. But let's just move forward here.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
did
we will. We'll move on.
I did
Bye.
give you, baby, yeah, you really have a slow reaction time, no disrespect with that ganja, but that's okay. Maybe during the shows in the future, maybe you'll just, hold off before
Oh, do you
I,
know who I am? That's great.
okay, never mind. It's okay. So
Sorry.
baby, so I did give you some advice before we went live on the air, and I'm going to share what advice I gave you when we come back. So why don't we do this, babe? I'm gonna put you backstage, and we're gonna take about an 8 or 9 minute break, play some royalty free YouTube music that everybody just loves, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, 8 or 9 minutes or so. All right, babe.
Sounds great, love.
So all right, putting you backstage. So my ladies backstage, let's cue up some royalty free YouTube music. And let's see here. Okay. All right. All right. Music is all queued up. We're going to step away for a 8 or 9 minute break, and we will wrap things up when we get back. So stick around, round. We'll be right we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Stick around. We're going to address a couple of trolling comments here in a second. We're going to address them professionally, respectfully, and maturely. After some Ethan Mixel and In the Shadows from the YouTube audio library with a real Shure SM7B. Woo! I feel good. Hopefully you feel good too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Apparently, my super troll is really triggered tonight. It's trying to trigger myself and trigger my lady, but, sir, we're untrollable. I don't know what part of that you don't understand, but that's okay. That's okay. Stick around. We'll address what you said respectfully, professionally, and maturely. And I'll do that before my lady comes back on because she'll probably want to give you a piece of her mind. And anyway, folks, we're back. We are back. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube. Live on Coach Eli 2 on Censored Live Streams. This guy just keeps on trolling. He's really beefed up the soccer counts tonight. Oh, yeah. This is my life. I'm a YouTube troll. Sir, you know, you should be one that shouldn't be critical, sir, because your behavior is worse than anyone I've ever seen, right? Well, we'll get to that in a second. So anyway, folks, welcome back to the show. Tonight, I've been having another live conversation with my lady, and we're talking live about some breakthroughs in her life. And during the first part of the show, we addressed the latest regarding what's going on between her and her mother, her daughter, her family, etc. And, how she's working through it. If you miss any parts of the first show, or if you miss any parts of the first part of the show, which is what I'm trying to say, please go back and check out the replay. Also, folks, if you would like to donate to support this channel, because it's not monetized yet, you're going to have to do it either through Cash App or PayPal. Nightbot sharing my Cash App and PayPal links every 7 minutes in the chat. Or if it's after the show, you can go below in the description and the Cash App and PayPal links are there. Donations are not required, but they are greatly appreciated. Yes. Yeah. All right. So before I bring my lady back on the panel, okay, let me just read how stupid this is. Hey, Mama Goonie, is that the real Mama Goonie? Let's see if that's the real Mama Goonie. Let's go to channel. And that is the real Mama Goonie. Welcome to the show, Mama Goonie. Thank you for being here. Yeah, maybe you and I can talk behind the scenes. We're still connected on Facebook through Messenger, and maybe I'll reach out to you tomorrow, and we'll see if we can, try to do that interview on your channel again, and maybe bring it back on one of my channels down the road at some point. But let's address this, okay? It's the same guy that's been trolling me for years through multiple sock accounts. And he created a sock account called A True Beta Male. And he writes, there's no way for an alpha male life coach woman to behave. She is disrespectful and rude, drunk and on drugs. What the hell are you thinking? Why tolerate this coach? Well, first of all, your assessment is not correct, and you already know that, okay? Let me tell you, this woman has the biggest heart and soul I've ever met. And I love her, and I care about her. And no other woman has ever treated me as good as this woman has treated me. And that's why I'm with her. And she has the balls to come on out here and share her story. There are so many other men and women out here that have similar stories, or stories that are probably more damning than her story, that don't have the balls or the strength and courage to come out here and share it, right? And this is how we learn, right? And this is why I created this platform, folks. I primarily created this platform here to give people the opportunity to come out here and share their stories to someone like myself that truly cares about what you're going through. And we also have a great support group behind the scenes that can also help you work through these, issues, if you want to call them that, and help you get the right information to take the necessary action to better things, right? That's what I created this platform for. So here's the thing. You guys can continue to come in here and troll and say whatever you want. You're just wasting your time. And to the people out there that aren't trolling, that are going to criticize this, hey, that's on you. I'm not going to value anything that comes out of your mouth until you come out here publicly on YouTube and share your crazy story, because I'm sure you've got one as well. So that's that. Okay. Hopefully that satisfies you. Mama Goonie says, yes, it is. Okay, cool. I get out of work at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right, we'll be in touch, Mama Goonie. Thank you for being here. I do have to say, some of these trolling comments are rather comical, but they're stupid and a waste of time at the same time. Anyway, all right, let's bring me lady back onto the stream. Hey, babe, welcome back. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey,
yeah,
babe.
Baby.
Can I say something? I'm just chatting with Mama on the side, Mama Goonie, and she said the link does not give the video. Is it public? I don't know how to explain that.
The link does not give the video. Is it? What video is she talking about?
I don't know. I don't know, Mama. Help us. I just
Mama Goonie, can you please post in the chat, Mama Goonie, what information are you requesting behind the scenes here? Because if it's the link to the show, you're already here. If it's the link to something else, like the StreamYard, we're not bringing anyone on the StreamYard tonight. What are you, baby? What is going on?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. I just, during the break, she came on. I wanted to say, welcome, Mama. I've missed you. Missed talking to you, and I'm glad you're here. But I also messaged her privately to say thanks for watching. So that's what she got back to me on. And so I just wanted to address that and see how we can help her. Like, what video is she talking about?
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's a conversation you're having with Mama Goonie privately behind the scenes. No problem. Yeah. Let's get back on track here, because I do want to wrap this up within the next 20 to 30 minutes or so. Let's wrap up where we're at today, and how you've decided to handle this. Because, baby, here's the thing. Respectfully speaking, towards your family. I don't have any hate for your family, or I don't have any hate for anyone. You're my lady, and your family comes along with you regardless of what happens, right? And so I do have a lot of love for your mother and your father and everyone in your family. But that doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily agree with, the way they're handling things. And quite frankly, right now, it just kind of seems like your mother and father are, have pinned and pitted you and your daughter between each other. And it's just a situation that is just never going to end until somebody just says, hey, we've had enough. This is stupid. Let's stop this, and we're all a family, right? And I think you're at the point right now where you've exhausted, um, you know, trying everything you possibly can to rectify this for the entire family, and no one's really willing to work with you. So if no one's
Yeah.
really willing to work with you, there's only one option that you have. And what's that option, babe? We talked about it behind the scenes. I'm not forcing you or telling you what to do. I'm just giving my advice
Walk
regarding
away.
what I would do. You got to walk away.
It's
Right.
like, yeah, it's like what I was saying in our mod chat. It's like, alrighty, I get the clue. Bye. I'm done. I slapped you, but if you can't get the shit slapped out of you, girl, then I'm done. Message received.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can't
And
waste any more of my life. I love my daughter. I love my family. But like I've said time and time again, I cannot keep going up there and being that firing range that they all like let all of their feelings out every single time we get together.
right.
I don't I don't need that. I need to
Right.
feel like I'm accepted in this family, but when I go, especially recently with my daughter, um I don't feel accepted. I feel there's judgment. I feel, there's like no unconditional love there.
Right.
And I know I've
Right.
hurt her. I know there's
Right.
hurt. There's abandonment issues with my daughter, and there's issues that we haven't even broached, like gotten into that whole thing.
Right. And
But
baby, real quick, the abandonment issues stem back to your mother, onto you, and onto your daughter. All three of you, all three of you in the generation of women from your family, you're all dealing with abandonment issues. And it's like, I hate to say this, people that have these types of issues, it's almost impossible to help each other out because you're still struggling as individuals on how to deal with the abandonment, right? And that's, where a third party like me comes into place, where I can, share some feedback and hopefully guide you folks along in the right direction. Or this is a place where your father should be stepping in and resolving this, but he doesn't even want to tackle it. He's like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with this. I'm about to retire and I don't need this shit, which is
well,
something that,
his thing is like, and honestly, he's saying your issues with you and your daughter are not my problem. And that's the truth. It's nobody's problem but ours. But the
yeah.
problem is that her actions are affecting the whole family.
Yeah, and the bottom line is, your mother getting involved and feeding your daughter money every now and then, even if she feels like giving it to her, is further enabling that behavior. Like, I honestly feel that both you, your mother, and your father should cut off your daughter and their granddaughter completely and let her figure out life on her own. What is if she's a 27-year-old grown ass woman that's working and has a man that's working and making good money at a good job, then why the hell does she need any of your money, your mother's money, or your father's money? That's the thing. The bottom line is your
Well,
parents are continuing to enable that behavior. Yeah.
I'm just gonna correct something. My mother has made it very clear to me she does not ask my mother for money. If my parents give it to them, that's on their own, thing. But Ashley has never asked
I
until
understand that she until
that day.
the wedding dress day
Yes.
at the dress shop. I understand that. What I'm saying is that, your daughter is so used to getting money from your mother that she doesn't even have to ask for it. Your mother just hands it to her like an ATM machine. And that's the problem. That is a problem. But
Well,
hey, that's
yeah, and it's not, baby, I want to say it's not just cash, but it's the one thing like we all go out and my mom and dad always pay for dinner. And whenever Ashley goes out there, my mom will fill her tank up. It's just those little things she's not
mhm.
asking for, but on the sideline, she kind of expects. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
your mother, like I've said, baby, and I'm just going to put this out there because it makes sense. Your mother is trying to make up for the lack of parenting on you through her granddaughter, your
No,
daughter. That's what
no.
I think.
This is what
Mm,
my mother did to me. My mother did this with me. This is just what my mother does.
okay.
Yeah. Like when I was young, I could like literally go. I didn't pay for any meals ever whenever we went out. When
Hmm.
we went shopping, I would pull my wallet out. She wouldn't let me. So it
Hmm.
was just her mama way of taking care of me at that time. I didn't ask. It just it was how it was.
So you're
And,
saying your mother,
you
your
know,
mother spoiled you, and now is spoiling your daughter, her granddaughter, in the same way she spoiled you, is what you're saying.
to a degree, she spoiled me a lot more. I'm her baby.
I
And
understand that.
now yeah, no, she has not done that as much. She has spoiled the crap out of my kids with love and always has opened up her heart and home to them. That is how she
I
has spoiled my kids.
No, I understand that, but the problem there is, especially with these entitled millennials nowadays, it doesn't teach them responsibility. And I understand the good heart that your mother has in doing so, but what she's not realizing, like Mama Goonie says in the chat, love should not be bought. Right? It's almost kind of
Yeah,
like she's trying to buy your love and her granddaughter's love, which is your daughter, and and I understand her good intentions, but what she's not getting is that she spoiled you. No disrespect, baby. You're older now and you're not that way anymore. But, she's spoiling your granddaughter and not realizing it. And that's causing the division between you and your daughter because you cannot afford to spoil her, baby. That's the thing.
exactly. And that's why she cut me off.
Real
Because
quick,
she
baby.
knows there's,
Because she knows she's spoiling you. But real quick, can I get in here? Sifu Smo said something important. Do you mind if I say it, baby? I didn't mean to cut you off.
yeah,
He's in here.
yeah.
Sifu Smo, hey coach, I'm back. Been arguing with the lady. You're arguing with a pregnant lady, brother. That's not a good thing, man. You don't argue with women ever, pregnant or not. You're not going to win. They're emotional beings. You just got to tell her, look, baby, I love you. I know you're going through a lot. I'm doing the best I can. I'm here for you, baby. I'm going to go take a little walk. When you calm down, let me know and we can talk this through. I'm here for you. I'm your rock. Dion, listen, bro, I love you, dude, but you got to step it up, dude. You're a good dude. You got to, bro, I'm not trying to talk smack. I love you. You're a mod and you're behind the scenes and you're a close friend of myself and my lady. Okay. You got to man the fuck up and be the fucking man in that relationship and let your woman feel your masculine strength. Do not argue her. Let her scream. Let her do whatever. My baby, sometimes you come at me. How do I handle it when you come at me, baby? How do I handle it when you come at me?
Um, you know what? You are great. You diffuse a lot of situations really quick.
Do I argue you?
No?
Why not? I won't win.
Well, you know what I will say, babe, I will say that, when I'm being strong-minded, I will push the buttons, I will test your limits, and you stay calm. And then it's a matter of me just calming down and listening.
You know what I do, baby, when you do that? I come closer to you and you're like, get away from me. And I'm like, no, baby, come here, give me a kiss. No. And then I start caressing your body. And then it's all over, baby. You're like, what? You're like silly putty, baby, after that? right?
Pretty much, I melt. I
And she
melt.
caves, brother. Yeah, see, Dion, here's the thing. He says, yeah, but I'm not going to be disrespected. Bro, she's not trying to disrespect you. And my lady's not trying to disrespect me. It's coming off that way, but it's her emotions just trying to protect herself and her heart. And so,
Can I?
dude, you can't look at your woman coming at you emotionally as disrespect. It's just her being a woman. You got to be a strong man, let it bounce off like a bulletproof vest, and then go give her a hug and tell her everything's going to be okay. That's it. Go ahead, baby.
Alrighty. Dion, you know how much I love you, and respect you. But I do agree, like, yes, she is going to be ultra emotional right now with her pregnancy, and you need to like respect those feelings. And sometimes, even if you're right, walk away.
Yep.
Just let her have her little bitch fest, her whatever she wants to do. Get it
That's
out.
great, baby. I love your honesty, baby, because you've been pregnant twice, so you know how this shit goes, right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a real woman. I will tell you, we have our moments. But I'm telling you, Dion, just walk away. Let her get it out of her system. Walk back and say, I love you. I know this is stressful and we're going to make it work.
Right.
However, we
Right.
have to make it work. But you just got to give her just a little bit of time to get all of those stupid hormones and like, because you don't understand, she's not just a woman right now, but she's a woman on emotional overload.
Oh,
Like, we
yeah.
have our own emotions, and now we've got them times 100 when we're pregnant. So
Oh, good
give her
Lord.
some time. Yeah, give her some time to settle down, take a walk, like you said, and go back and say, you know what? I love you. I'm here for you. Let's see how we can work this out. How can I
You,
make
you,
this better?
you know what, baby? Dion's now thinking, damn, I should have pulled out. Just kidding, bro. I know your lady's probably listening. I don't want to upset her, but
Oh, Dion's lady, I'm sure she's listening and
I'm
she
joking.
agrees
I'm
with what I'm
joking.
saying.
I know. I was making a joke saying Dion's probably thinking, "Damn, I should have pulled out in time." But I'm just joking. It's a joke. Just take it as a joke. It's all good. um. Anyway,
But you
baby.
know what? Can I quickly say, Dion, don't apologize. You are having a true relationship. Um, y'all saw us get real on like literally live on YouTube. Like, relationships are hard. People are going to argue, they're going to disagree, but you know what? That's what makes it real. So I appreciate you sharing. And let's
Mm-hmm.
just, you know, it's all great.
Yeah, babe. Mama Goonie says in the chat, pregnancy question mark at Sifu Smo, you are screwed. I'd say rub her feet and make her feel secure. That's it, bro. All your woman wants, bro, is to feel your masculine strength. And if you get upset and I've talked to this before, Dion, this is with no disrespect. I'm not saying you're a weak man. But even us strong men have had weak moments. And when you come at her in any way to defend yourself, you're displaying weakness and it's making her more angry. That's how women are. Women are funny, bro, with their emotions. So it's like they're going to talk shit about us. They don't mean it. We just have to laugh at it. Like when my woman talks smack about me, she doesn't mean it, right? I just said, what do I do, baby, when you come at me and you talk smack at me, I'm like, I started laughing. Dude, I'm 48 years old. I've been around the block a few times to understand women's emotions, right? And you just start laughing at it. And guess what? It triggers them more, right? Instead of her triggering me, I flip it on her. And I'm like, baby, baby, you're being ridiculous. I give her this big grin and I start to laugh, right? And it triggers her more. And I said, baby, listen, just come here and give me a hug. No, baby, come here, give me a hug. And I go over there slowly. And then I just start to, massage her feet or her legs. I try to kiss her. She turns away for a second, like, baby, I love you, right? And then she looks at me with those intent eyes of frustration. And then I start kissing her. And once I start kissing you, babe, what happens? What happens, baby, when I start kissing you?
I kind of melt.
You kind of melt. You're done. You cave, baby.
Yeah.
Surrender. I surrender, Eli. Right?
Well, baby, it's like me. I'm trying to put up a wall there, but you have every tool to break that wall down with me, and that's beautiful. That's what makes us
You know what
work.
that tool is, baby? You know what that tool is? It's called having balls. And some men out here on this platform don't have any balls. Now, I know, Dion, you have balls. You and I know someone that doesn't have any balls on this platform, but you have them. So use them, brother. Use them, right? Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Sweetie, I wouldn't even just say it's your balls. I would just say, literally, it's your eyes. And when you talk to me, like, you know what I'm saying? I understand at that point. When you look at me and we talk, it's serious. And I
that's
know
when
how
you start.
dedicated. Yeah, that's when I melt. Because I know how much you love me.
Right. When you're doing that, baby, you're testing my masculine strength to see if I'm still strong enough to be with you, because you need a strong man to deal with your emotions, baby. And Dion, it's the same thing, bro.
I just want to say I love that comment from Mama.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, you're so screwed. Like, just make.
Yeah. Okay, baby, let's get back on track. So we need to wrap this up really soon. We're at 1 hour and 43 minutes. It ended up being a pretty good show. And we still have 16 people here at 1:46 a.m. Eastern, 10:46 p.m. Pacific. Not bad. Have 118 views already. Yeah, even a good average view duration, 14 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. I'm really pleased. So, like you said, baby, and like I was sharing with you before we went live, giving you my advice, the best thing to do here is to withdraw. You're not permanently withdrawing from your family. Let me make it very clear before people take me way out of context here, because that's what they like to do out here on YouTube, babe. They like taking us all out of context, right? Because they're bored and miserable, right? And they have no other content, right? It's not permanently withdrawing from your family. It's just saying, I'm going to withdraw for right now. I'm not going to call them. I'm not going to text them. I'm not going to email them. I'm not going to post on social media about them or anything like that, right? Let them miss me, right? Let them see what they're missing on their own terms, right? Coach Corey Wayne, who I dearly respect on this YouTube platform, he's one of my favorite coaches out here, and I fully endorse his work. A lot of his stuff is what I preach here too. Very similar, in a very similar way. Coach Corey Wayne says the best way to get someone's attention is to remove yours, right? The best way to get someone's attention, baby, is to remove yours.
Yeah.
Right? Okay? So, whenever, Coach Corey Wayne says that life is a negotiation. What does that sound? Is that your dog?
No. Oh my God, he's giving me kisses on my face. I'm so sorry.
I can hear that coming through.
I didn't know that would come through. Yeah, he was just licking my face.
Am I on your TV? Can you watch me on your TV?
You are on my TV, but you're muted, but you're on my phone for the panel.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just showing my image. It's not showing what's going out to YouTube because I use OBS to broadcast, not StreamYard. But yeah, so basically, life is a negotiation. And this happens with family. It happens with relationships, dating relationships, business relationships. And Dion says amen in the chat. He loves Coach Corey Wayne. Basically,
Mm,
if you're trying to work something
bye.
out, like what's going on? I keep hearing,
Dick Ryder, I saw he went away.
okay, we don't need to, but baby, we don't need to mention the trolls' names when I'm in the middle of saying something. And
I'm
we don't need to give
sorry.
notoriety. It's okay. I know you're trying to have fun. I get it. Okay. But going back to the Coach Corey Wayne thing, for example, if you're in a relationship with a woman and let's say all of a sudden she starts to, lose her feelings for you and she tries to friend zone you. Okay. If you're not okay with that, which most men are not, this is what you tell the woman. You say, you know, hey, baby, I'm not interested in being just friends. I'm only seeking something romantic. And she'll go, well, why not? I think we'd be better off as friends because that's not what I signed up for, baby. And the reason is because I think you're hot. I love what we have, and I want it to continue going the way it's been going. But if you feel differently, baby, no problem. I'm going to let you go right off to the sunset and, go figure it out on your own. Have some fun. You want to meet some other guys? No problem. But give me a call if you change your mind. And then once you tell her that, you turn, you walk away, and you never look back. You don't call her, you don't text her, you don't email her, you don't post on social media about her or try to stalk her on social media. You just go on with your life and let her think about it, right? Because the last thing a woman is going to expect when trying to friend zone a guy nowadays is for him to stand up for himself because most men are pussified beta males, right? Tell me I'm wrong, Dion. This happens, right? And so when you do that, in essence, you're acting like a man and you're saying, I don't agree with this. But if that's what you want, go and have your fun. And I'm going to let you go. And give me a call if you change your mind. And I'm only seeking something romantic if you change your mind, right? And one of two things will happen. She'll either, reach out to you down the road, could be a day or two or a week or a month, and is ready to rekindle things romantically, or you'll never hear from her. You'll never hear from her again. Either way, you win because if you don't get her back, it leaves a space open for someone better to come into your life. Does that make sense, baby? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So it's about negotiating to get what you want. And if you can't get what you want through a negotiation regarding any aspect of life, you have to walk away, including family. Let them see for themselves what they're missing and let them come to you. In the meantime, baby, you and I have some great things. Let's talk about the future of our content here for the next few months. We've also, I can't mention this exactly publicly, but a friend of ours from behind the scenes that we're not going to mention, we have some great plans with this friend coming very soon in the upcoming months. And I just want to pay this person a special shout out. I'm not going to mention this person's name, but this person is just amazing. And we look forward to, hanging out with you and getting away from all this YouTube BS for a while very soon. But besides that, we can't go any further into that. Maybe we'll share it down the road. But what else is on your mind regarding content here on this channel, baby? What would you like to see out here? Do you want to see more and more people come onto the show with you and I here together and have them share their stories and have us help them work through their issues too?
Absolutely. No, I want more panels. I want to talk to people. I want to see what they have to say about my struggles and how I can maybe help them in the future. I don't know. I just, like I told you, I have ideas about daily affirmations to share with people, and I would love to do that. That's how I would really love to like move this business in a positive way.
Right. Right. Hang on a second, baby.
Like I could start, like we could start one with one of my affirmations, one of the things that I've taken, and we can start with that and just make a stream about that and how we can better our lives and have self-love. That's my biggest thing right now, is just finding safe, like the self-love that I've deserved my whole life.
Right. Sifu Smo in the chat says, baby, I'm going to be doing a weekly panel on my channel as well. You should, Dion. You absolutely should. And we will definitely support. What's so funny?
Oh, poop police. It just popped up on my TV, but I just was laughing. Go on.
I gotta tell you folks, my woman is so intuitive, too intuitive. She, my mother, we used to call my mother the hawk. I've shared that story, baby, with you, and I've shared it publicly. We don't have to get into it. But I swear to God, baby, you're like the Hawk Jr. Like, I swear to God, between my mother and you ladies, like, are so overly intuitive. It drives me insane at times, but I still love you both. No comment necessary, baby. You don't need to say anything, but yeah, like you see it pop on your screen, and instead of ignoring the damn troll like I've been trying to get you to do, you mentioned it. You're like, oh, poop police, RJ. He's talking. It's my super troll talking about my blind YouTuber friend, blind and autistic
Yeah.
YouTuber friend RJ Sandifer,
I
trying to
was
get a
gonna
reaction.
say you're funny, people. Like you're not gonna like I'm not having a reaction. I think it's hysterical.
Uh
Like
huh,
go on with your comedy show. I'll just go on with my adult show. Like,
baby, and
you
you're
guys want to be children? Oh,
right, and you're not planning on dumping me anytime soon, which is what they really want,
oh,
baby.
oh. Yeah, no. No, baby. Our foundation is solid,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no way these people can get to us. And I dare you to come and try.
Baby, if you ended up dumping me, you'd be missing out on some Days of Thunder, baby. And you know what I'm talking about when I say Days of Thunder, right?
Yes.
Yes, we don't have to go. Oh, by the way, baby, you were not on my stream earlier today. You were talking with your mother. I was mentioning, I found out that next week, I believe on I think it's the 27th, the Top Gun Maverick movie is being released, and I would love for us to go watch it and watch it in those D box seats that move around. Remember that when we saw Spider-Man,
Oh,
we were in the D
yeah,
box seats. Do you want to go see Top Gun Maverick next week in the D box seats?
absolutely. That was my favorite movie in my teenage years, of course.
Da, 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 da,
I
da,
mean,
da, 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 da. Highway to the what, baby?
obviously,
Highway to the what?
Danger Zone. Um,
Yeah, gonna take a ride into the
Danger Zone.
right, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
But no, 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 no. That was like literally one of my favorite movies. I had two growing up, and it was Dirty Dancing and Top Gun.
Now
Those were the two.
I've had the time
Had
of
the
my
time of my
life.
life.
No, I've
Yeah,
never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, right, baby? And I owe it
yeah.
all to who? And I owe it all to
Me, you.
baby. I've been waiting for so long. Now I finally found someone to stand by me. Ba-na-dum, ba-na-dum, ba-na-dum. Yeah,
Do you
baby.
want me to
Yeah.
continue?
What's
No,
that?
I'm not gonna sing online like that. I've already done enough of humiliation in my life. So,
Baby, baby. What was that guy, Patrick Swayze? She's like the wind in my dreams, right? Another song from the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. That Dirty Dancing soundtrack, baby, was one of the best soundtracks. And Top Gun was great too. Top Gun had a great
no,
soundtrack.
those are the two best, honestly, best movies and best soundtracks of
Oh
that
yeah.
time.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I could not agree with you any more than that. Um, One of my other favorite movies back in those days. I used to like the top. So I used to like the Tom Cruise movies before Tom Cruise when it got a little
Went
cuckoo
stupid.
when he's yeah he made that movie Magnolia, which was like a 2.5 hour boring as fuck movie, and then I was like, I had a girlfriend at the time, and I was like, this is that we had to leave. We could not watch that. But the old school Tom Cruise movies, like remember Cocktail, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Remember Kokomo?
Yeah.
Okay, Cocktail, right?
Oh, I
And
loved Cocktail.
Cocktail was great, and also one of my other favorite Tom Cruise movies was
Risky.
Rain Man
Oh,
with Dustin
and
Hoffman,
Risky Business.
Risky Business, Days of Thunder, all those movies, right?
Yes. He used to
Yes.
be so good, and then he got sucked into some whatever, and I don't know what happened, but yeah, he was wonderful. Those were great movies. And like I said, Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze, Jennifer Grey, awesome. That was an awesome movie back then.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, Val Kilmer is in the Maverick movie because Jennifer Connelly. Oh my God, Val Kilmer is in the movie. That's why Mama Goonie mentioned
Oh,
that.
Mama
So
Goody, yeah.
so so cool to see Val Kilmer acting again. Who I would have wanted to see. Oh, actually, we couldn't see him because he's dead. Goose, Anthony Edwards. He died in the original
No,
movie.
he's not dead.
No, he died in the Top Gun
Oh, well,
movie,
he's
but he's
dead
not.
in the movie, but he's not
Yeah,
dead in real life.
what I was saying is I would have loved to see. I would have loved to have Anthony Edwards Goose in the new, the Top Gun Maverick film coming out next week. The 30+ year reunion. But he died in the movie. Remember when they were trying to eject and then he hit his head and
Yeah, no,
he hit it.
no,
Yeah,
that was that was the worst.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
yeah. No,
yeah.
but you know what? He might make appearances in this movie as somebody that's just in their past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when they say, like, when you go back and reflect on your life and you hear voices, they might bring his in to Tom Cruise to be like, this is how you can be stronger because they were partners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't mean he's totally out of the movie, but wait, what? What? Oh my God. I love Dion. He's so funny. But no. Um, oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
yeah.
agree with
What
you.
what what
Sorry.
what was who was the guy? What was his name? The guy that he was the instructor, the sergeant. He's right. He's like your ego's writing checks your body can't cash. Um, um, God, what was that guy? That was um. Let me see. It was Captain Tom Stinger. And God, who was the actor? Who was he? God, I cannot remember his name. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go check that out next week, baby. Last movie I seen Kilmer in was Batman Forever. And Sifu Smo, thank you for moderating the chat, brother. The doctor is having a lot of fun tonight. The doctor loaded up 50 sock accounts for this show, man. Some interesting troll. It's the same person, dude. It's the same. God, it's the same guy. Baby, you got cut off, but now you're back. Did you cut yourself off?
I believe I did. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, so I know we have to start wrapping this up. We're having a great time here. Maybe we'll do a movie stream one of these. Lou Gossett Jr. Yeah, that's who it was.
For which one?
Yeah. Lou Gossett Jr. No, was that him? No, that wasn't him. No.
What are we talking about? Because I missed it.
We're talking about the guy in the original Top Gun that said, you're where is it? I just missed it here. Your ego is writing checks your body can't cash. Now, Lou Gossett is an African American man. This guy was a white guy. Said this in Top Gun. Yeah, who? What the heck was his name?
Right now, baby, but I don't want to touch my phone because that's what I did, and then I got off the stream. So I'm gonna let you research that.
I think it's James Tolkien as Stinger. James Tolkien is who he is. That's who he is. Let me look. Oh my God, he's still alive. He's 90 years old. He's still alive. I mean, and I don't think he's in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen him, but he's 90 years old, and who knows the kind of shape that he's in. But he was also the same guy that played Mr. Strickland in Back to the Future. So that's that dude. I would have loved to have seen him because he played the role of the dick, but he was I loved him. I loved him, man. But anyway, enough of that. So, baby, we got to start wrapping this up here.
I want to just tell you really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I reached out to another person here in my hometown.
Wait, say that again. Wait, say that again.
Oh, I reached out to another person in my hometown about another job, and I have another
you don't want to say too much
right now.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's really nice to share. We don't have to really talk about that publicly because we don't want to make sure we want to make sure that we don't slip here. But yeah, no, I mean, you've interviewed for a bunch of jobs and you're waiting to hear back from them. And everything's under control, and we will definitely update people regarding that. I'm not trying to cut you off, baby. I just don't want you to slip and say something to where I have to, cut the stream and dump the delay. But anyway, Mama Goody says yes. Tolkien was great, yeah, but he's still alive. He's 90 years old, but he's not going to be in Top Gun Maverick. But anyway, anything else you want to mention, baby, before we wrap it up about, where we're going to go in the future here? Or have we said it all? I've really enjoyed having you here tonight, and we actually went 2 hours. It is 2:08 a.m. Eastern, 11:08 p.m. Pacific, baby. We did it, baby. You see, despite what happened earlier, here's the great thing about you and I, baby. Despite what happens, right? good, bad, or indifferent, you and I always find the way to work through it and get done what we needed to get done. Right, baby? Isn't that why we work? Because we just always figure out a way to make it work, right? Are you there? I cannot hear you. Baby, we cannot hear you.
I'm right here. Why can't you hear me?
Well, now I can. I guess a second ago you
Oh,
might have lost reception or something, or you could have muted. I don't know, but you're back now.
oh no, it wasn't muted, but I think it did a little like hiccup because I was like
Yeah.
looking at it and I just turned the phone around and it worked.
Okay.
So yes. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Um, yes. This was a great show, babe. I
Yeah. You know what?
feel I
Go
feel
ahead.
a lot better. I really do. Just sharing everything.
I'm going to tell you what, baby. I'm going to make it even better right now. I'm going to make it even better right now, and I'm going to blow your mind away with what I'm about to do here. Just give me 1 second, and then we're going to make this happen. We're going to make you proud. We're going to make you proud. Let's
Okay.
see. Give me just a second here. Do, 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 do.
Do do
Oh, man.
do 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 do
Do, 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 do.
do 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 do.
So,
Right, boy?
Mama Goonie, we're going to add you to the Coach Eli moderator crew. And I want to personally apologize to you for the misunderstanding that happened last time. I've been still trying to, figure out, who's good and who's still playing games. And you've been very, very real and genuine. And I appreciate you being here. And I do want us to work much closer together. I understand things happen. Look what happened with my lady tonight. We were supposed to start this show, at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, and we didn't start until what? Um, like, what, 12? Sorry, was it 9 o'clock Pacific when we started? Yeah, we started at 12 midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. And so I gotta be a fair guy. I can't just favor my lady. I gotta be fair with everyone. And Mama Goonie, thank you so much for being here and welcome to the moderator crew. I did verify that is the real Mama Goonie in the chat there. If you want to type in the chat Mama Goonie and test out that wrench, that would be great. I will also moderate you on my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Are you surprised at that, Mama Goonie? Mama Goonie, here's the thing. I mean, you've been around these streets for quite some time. You've been around these streets for quite some time. And, since that incident happened, the last time we connected, you've stayed out of drama, and I'm proud of you. You've been staying out of that BS drama. And, we will connect with you more behind the scenes tomorrow and connect you with the rest of the moderators. And we're going to keep in touch more often and make some great content together. What do you think about that, baby, before we go off the air here?
I completely agree. I'm so happy right now that Mama's back here. As well as I know, I was hurting that she was gone, and
She was.
I tried my hardest to like make you understand about the bird thing, and it's
Yeah, we
just
don't have
like
to.
yeah, we don't have to get
You're
into it, but like I'm just saying, I tried my hardest, Mama. I did, but he's my man, and I just went along with it. That's why I reached out to you to let you know I still love you and support you, love. And I'm so, so happy to see you back here, and I welcome you with a wrench. Absolutely. I
Yeah, and
love it. I absolutely love it.
she actually was really hurt by that, and see how smart my lady is. See, she remembered exactly what happened, and it happened a while ago. So, to the people that are criticizing my lady because, of what she's going through, some of her trauma and the medication she's on and the depression and all that and the slurring, you see, she's a smart woman, and everybody goes through things. I mean, wow. I even forgot exactly, what happened. I knew something had happened, but baby, you pinpointed it. And also, Dion says in the chat, Sifu Smo, my lady says Eli knows his shit, LOL. Well, she's trying to give you a hint, dude. She's trying to give you a hint and say, look, babe, look, Dion, I need you to man the fuck up. I need you to fucking not be an asshole to me, but sometimes I need you to put me in my place and show me that you're a strong man. Not argue me, not fight me, but, not let my emotions, whether I'm pregnant or not, get to you. Dude, I used to let women's emotions get to me when I was in my teens and my early to mid 20s. By the time I hit my early 30s, I started to realize it's just not worth it, right? So in
Yeah.
essence, what your lady's trying to say, Dion, is that she wants to feel your masculine strength, bro. I mean, and here's the thing to
Hey,
Dion's lady. Look. When I was 30 years old, I didn't know 80% of the shit I know now. To be fair, look, if I was Dion's age and I had gotten somebody pregnant, now you two love each other. I understand that. But if I had gotten somebody pregnant at 30 years old, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. I mean, seriously, it's going to be a learning experience for the both of you, and I'm sure you two will be just fine. But Sifu Smo Dion says Mrs. Melas is amazing. And Michelle Mamaguni says, I try to stay out of the drama. Yes, I'm very surprised. Water under the bridge. Right. What do you call it? Let bygones be bygones, right, baby? Isn't that what we say out here? We say let bygones be bygones, right?
absolutely.
By the way, let me ask Mamaguni and Sifu Smo Dion. Um, there's an ongoing joke going around that another content creator that used to troll me and we used to make content back and forth. He used to attack me. He has the same microphone I have, but we've accused him of having a fake Shure SM7B microphone because, his audio quality doesn't sound that great, even with a supposed $400 microphone. How does the sound on my Shure SM7B sound now, Dion? Because I've enhanced it a little bit more over the past couple of days by adding this feature on my audio interface called air mode. It kind of makes it a little more bright and it adds a little more treble along with the bass. How does it sound? Mama Goonie, Sifu Smo, Dion, or anyone else? I'm just curious to get some feedback there because this is a real authentic Shure SM7B. It is. But baby, while we wait for that, let's wrap it up. Any final thoughts?
I have a lot of final thoughts, but
Oh my God, we're never gonna
um,
get out of here. Wow.
no, we'll shut it down soon. I just want to say thank you to Mama Goonie and to Dion for being here. It's great to get everybody's feedback on the situation. I'd like to hear feedback. You know, it's a hard situation for me to go through, and
Yeah.
I'm dealing with it, and like it's great to have good friends that will talk to me um and just not judge and just try to. And the great thing about this, I don't think I got across, is like, yes, I live in my hometown,
Are you there? Is it happening again? Oh, she got booted. She got booted off the StreamYard. She'll be back in a second. We'll wait for her. While we wait for my lady to pop on, we'll hear that StreamYard bloop in a second here. Let's see. Great quality, says Mama Goonie. Well, thank you. I've really enhanced it in many ways. When you spend good money for a mic, you want it to sound good. You should tune it properly. Thank you, Mama Goonie. Dion says, yeah, I have a tendency to be an asshole a lot. Well, I'm an asshole too, Dion. I think all guys are assholes at times, right? But the one thing is, you can't be an asshole to your lady, but you also can't be a big sissy either. You got to be well balanced. You got to be a dominant yet loving man. You got to love your woman in a dominant yet loving way, meaning that you got to be good to her, but you don't have to put up with her BS. If she's being unreasonable, you look her in the eyes and say, baby, you're being ridiculous. I mean, you don't yell at her, but you're not a sissy. You just say in a firm but loving yet dominant tone of voice, you say, baby, you're being ridiculous. And you know what? You want to talk about it? No. Well, baby, I'm going to go take a walk, and, I'm going to give you some space to breathe. It kind of sounds like you need a little space from me, baby. So, give me a text or call me when you're ready to talk, right? And you start walking away. What happens is she starts chasing you immediately, right? That's what happens, right? That's what happens. I think my lady's phone must have died. I think her phone must have died. Hang on a second. Hang on. Let me see here. All right. All right. I don't think my lady's going to come back, so maybe her phone died. I'm going to just wrap this up because she hasn't popped on back. I want to thank you all for being here. Great show. By the way, I forgot to mention, I'm going to be on the Mad Shangy Army 2 channel this Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We're going to catch up. It's going to be like an interview. Nothing's off the table, but I will be responding to things in a respectful, professional, and mature way. So, and by the way, Shang, in case you see this, you've been unblocked on both my channels. And honestly, you're also a moderator. I made you a mod in good faith, Shangy. Oh, here she is. She popped back on. There she is. All right, baby, your final thoughts. You're back on. Then you got cut off. Your final thoughts before we wrap it up.
Yeah, I am so sorry. I don't know what I hit, but I had so many kind words to say to everybody, and it didn't get recorded or anything out there, but I'll go back and I'll say, you know what? I am so blessed to be on this, on this panel with everybody. Dion, I love the connection we have with NYC, and we can talk about that. Mama, I've missed you, and I'm glad you're back. Anna, J-Rom, we got something special going on here with us. So I appreciate all of you. Dusty's girl, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm losing my brain. Lewis, everybody that's out there, Sandy, everybody that's out there and helping us and supporting us just by listening. Thank you so much.
Baby, you're very welcome for being here, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, and you're very welcome. I'm sure they're all feeling amazing out there. what I wanted to ask you, baby, does the Shure SM7B sound good on StreamYard when you hear me through your phone? I got to get your opinion too.
Sweetheart, I think that's when my phone died, is when you started talking about it. It was like, bye.
Oh, okay, baby. Baby, I think the SM7B joke is getting old, so I'm going to have to shit can it soon. But, baby, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Love you with all my heart. You were a good sport, despite what happened earlier today. And despite, this one super troll being obsessed with me, you've been a great sport.
Oh,
And,
oh, oh
yeah,
yeah. Let's just literally like close out with that. So this is the doctor, right?
yeah, it's the doctor. Yeah, yeah, we call him the doctor. Yeah.
And he had a medical license, right?
Yeah, but we don't need to antagonize him any more, baby, than he already has been, because he just gets really triggered when we talk about that. And we're really not trying to trigger anybody here, But what do you want to say, baby?
Oh, I just want to say it's just really funny because, you know, the first thing you learn in medical school is do no harm. So maybe you
Right.
should look in the mirror and go back to that. Do no harm,
Yeah.
doctor.
Yeah. People flip, baby. People go through things and they just change their ways. So all we need to do
Baby,
is
I was a nurse and I've never changed my ways.
I understand, but some people are different, baby, unfortunately, and that's just the way he's choosing to live his life. Troll on YouTube 24/7. So anyway,
Yeah.
baby, we gotta wrap this up, baby. I'm gonna let you get some rest. We're not gonna talk by phone tonight. Are you gonna
Nope.
right to bed after this?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
I'm gonna
get to
watch my
rest, babe.
TV.
Well, go watch your TV, get some rest. If you want to send a text or two, no problem. And if not, we'll just talk tomorrow and I'll keep you in the loop. Tomorrow, there's going to be at least a walk and possibly another show here on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams. And then on Friday, there will be a walk on my main channel. And then on this, actually at night, I'm going to be doing the Shangy show on the Mad
The Shiny
Shangy
Show.
Army
Yeah.
channel 2. Yeah. Yeah, things are cool with Shangy. Shangy's made some changes over there, and I'm ready to rock and roll with Patrick, aka the Mad Shangy from Canada. All right, baby, I'm gonna put you backstage, and then you can go
Can
ahead
I
and
have
remove
one
yourself.
last thought?
Yeah,
One
baby,
last thought?
sure.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you so much. I want to say that, baby, you are amazing. Your patience with me is impeccable. I've struggled with a lot of things, and you are really working with me. And I give you so much credit and so much love. Please just continue this patience because it will all, and we will be the best of all the bestest out there. Wait,
not
that
only
didn't
that,
sound
baby.
really good.
Go ahead.
No, I was like, that didn't sound good. The bestest. That's not a real word, but you know
Well,
what I
we'll,
mean.
we'll I know what you mean, and we'll go with that. And I appreciate that, baby. And I feel the same way about you. I have my moments too, and you've been a great support. And a good woman like you can certainly keep a high strung man that's full of testosterone grounded. And a lot of people have been saying that, and I agree. I appreciate you
Yeah.
um, in that way. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else, but I totally forgot. Oh, yeah. And you and I together in the future, starting now immediately, are going to help anyone that is struggling with something. Folks, if you're struggling with any aspect of life, if you're struggling emotionally or spiritually or mentally or something, now we're not doctors, but we can give you mental and emotional support. And if it gets to the point of where, we feel you need more help, such as medication, and that sort of thing, we will refer you to go see a doctor. Like, we're not trying to be doctors here. We're coaches, and we want to be your first line of support before you have to take that step to go see a doctor and go through that process and getting on medication. But yeah, if you do need mental and emotional support, at a basic level, we are here to give you that, and we will also give you the platform to share your story. And I'm sure my lady will join me on the panel for as many of those future shows as possible. Mama Goonie says, so sweet. All right, baby. Mama Goonie says, close it on a high note. Thank you, big hugs. Maybe my BF will come to my stream someday. All right, baby. Have a good night. I will talk with you tomorrow, babe. Thanks for being on the show. All right?
All right. Love you, Mama. Thank you.
All right. And Dion, too. Good night, everyone. All right. Bye, babe.
And Dion.
All right. Bye. All right. My lady is off the StreamYard. Wow. We are at 2 hours and 26 minutes. It is 2:29 a.m. Eastern, 11:29 p.m. Pacific. Wow. Show actually turned out to be a lot better than I thought it would. We shared some updates regarding my lady and her situation. We also had a little bit of fun. We talked about some movies during the second half, such as the upcoming Top Gun Maverick movie. And we had some great people here in the chat, along with some super trolls, and that's okay too. It was all one amazing time. So with that being said, folks, have yourselves a great one. Get some great rest, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.